Greetings, it's an honor to be with you today. And today the topic is the shift, relationship over religion. I think that's worth repeating. The shift, relationship over religion. I'm reading from James chapter 1, verse 27, and it says, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. The wonderful word of God is blessed already. I think it's important for us to remember, although, especially in recent times, there's been somewhat of a down talk on or demonizing of religion, when the word of God clearly articulates that there is such a thing as pure religion. We seem that I've heard that, and I've seen that there seems to be people distancing themselves from religion. But according to what the book of James is telling us, that there is such a thing as a religion that is pure. And I see nothing wrong with the adoption of a relationship over religion, because the truth is now, some people only have a religion. Some people only have a religion. They don't have a relationship with God. And by that I mean they attend all the services, they give in the offering, and all of that superficial stuff that men can see outwardly and can appreciate. But they deny the true power of God and an intimacy with Him. And we know that COVID really exposed a lot of that. But I think it's important for us to understand, even as we march toward 2025, what God requires of us. And even if you approach this thing, and terminologies to me don't mean much, because they're just terminologies. It's the work that we put in behind the scenes that really matters. The writer says in James 1:27, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this. So this is what is expected of us: to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep ourselves unspotted from the world. We can be in and among them, but we don't have to be of them. I think even as the times are approaching, the times are getting darker around us, it's more necessary for the light to shine. It's more necessary for us to be the salt. People need to see the hope that is in us. So it means then that we've got to live lives free of compromise, and our integrities have to be intact. And we've got to be our brother's keeper. And I know sometimes that is hard, because you can't keep somebody that doesn't want to be kept, right? But we've got to endeavor to do our best to be our brother's keeper. Because at the end of the day, although our intimacy and our relationship with God is paramount, it is only validated by our interaction with man. You can say you love God until the cows come home, but your relationships are going to be the greatest testimony of this fact. So I want to challenge us, I'm with you, relationship over religion. But our relationships are only validated by how we treat one another. So, if you were, say, a horrible Christian in 2024, for lack of a better term, if you weren't the best witness for Jesus, it's time to shapen that up. Because more than ever, I think as the world gets colder, we're going to need to see true witnesses, people that have been with God and are with Him and have a relationship with Him. And guess what? You don't have to have a PhD to know who has been with Him or who has a relationship or a connection with Him, because we're looking at fruit. We're looking at what you produce. We're trying to see the fruit of the Spirit in your life. And of course, they show up in different intervals, in different situations. But they have to be there to validate us as true children of God. So I'm with it. The shift is on. And I believe the world has showed us that, because people aren't taking your titles and your nice vehicles and all of the other things that we throw around as validation that you are a child of God or a child of the King. No. We need to see the fruit. Because many people have those things and all they have is a religion. But a relationship with God causes us to do the things spoken of in verse 27 of James 1. So I challenge you. The shift is on. Relationship.